This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents Science is Like Magic and Magic Tricks. Howdy, y'all. I apologize for the interruption and me putting out videos. As most of you know, I have a full-time job, and this week I had to go to Midgard, Texas. Man, that place blew my mind. Anyway, not allowed to talk about it. So, they found a new planet while I was gone. Okay, let's try and talk about this and get in as little trouble as possible. Okay? Okay. At Astronomy Magazine, major new dwarf planet discovered. Scientists report the discovery of a distant dwarf planet called 2012 VP113, which was found in the hypothesized inner Oort cloud. And what hypothesized means is the inner Oort cloud is a lot like Candyland, where we've all dreamed of Candyland. We've smelled Candyland. We've licked Candyland. We've never actually seen it, and we don't really have any proof of Candyland. We had evidence, but nothing that would be called proof. Scientists report the discovery of a distant planet by Carnegie Institution for Science, Washington, D.C. Now, let's believe and trust everything, because we know that everything that comes out of Washington, D.C. is awesome. Once again, we got a little dot. Hopefully we can get some really cool animation or pictures. These images show the discovery of 2012 VP113, taken about 2 hours apart on November 5th, 2012. Why'd they wait almost 2 years to tell us? I don't know, man. Maybe they thought people would go crazy. 2012, like, oh my god, new planet, brown dwarf, Nibiru, Planet X. Dumb shit like that. Alright, and for me, we've already found Planet X. I actually found a lot of Planet X's. My favorite Planet X is Sedna, with Eris next. But that's a whole damn debate, because Planet X has never been defined. The sciencey guys usually kick you in the balls on Planet X. Even if you're right, Planet X just means like any other planet we haven't found before to me. So when you have Sedna, or Eris, or hmmm, or make, or they're all planets, man. I mean, they're all Planet X's. And, you know, they're new planets that we had not found before. So they all qualify as Planet X's. People are like, no, Planet X has to be like 8 times the size of Earth and kill us all. And I'm like, no, dude, you don't know. The solar system has a new most distant member, bringing its outer frontier into focus. New work from Scott Shepard from the Carnegie Institution for Science in Washington, D.C., and Chadwick Trillo from the Gemini Observatory in Manuka, Hawaii, reports the discovery of a distant dwarf planet called 2012 VP113, which was found beyond the known edge of the solar system. This is likely one of thousands of distant objects that are thought to form the so-called inner Oort cloud. What's more, their work indicates the potential presence of an enormous planet, perhaps up to 10 times the size of Earth, not yet seen, but possibly influencing the orbit of 2012 VP113, as well as other inner Oort cloud objects. Now, pro-sci guys, I know your butt's starting to tingle, man, but calm down. Probably won't cover that until the second episode of this. The known solar system can be divided into 3 parts. The rocky planets, like Earth, which are close to the sun, the gas giant planets, which are further out, and the frozen objects of the Kuiper belt, which lie just beyond Neptune's orbit. Beyond this, there appears to be an edge to the solar system, where only one object, Sedna, was previously known to exist for its entire orbit. But the newly found 2012 VP113 has an orbit that stays even beyond Sedna, making it the furthest known in the solar system. This is an extraordinary result that redefines our understanding of the solar system, said Linda Elkins-Tanton from CDTM, Carnegie's Department of Terrestrial Magnetism. Sedna was discovered beyond the Kuiper belt edge in 2003, and Sedna totally disrupted all of astronomy. So much so that they had fistfights and nut-kicking contests until they had to define a planet for the first time in 5,000 years. They had to define what a planet was so they could demote Pluto. The real reason they demoted Pluto was not that it wasn't a planet. I think they just think it's hell or the underworld. And the underworld is not a planet. It's under a world. You know what I'm saying? So, to help demonize the underworld, they demoted it. They didn't demote it. They just... because the underworld is more powerful than a planet, wouldn't you agree? Okay. Sedna was discovered beyond the Kuiper belt edge in 2003, and it was not known if Sedna was unique. Yeah, Sedna's unique. Every planet's unique. Everything's unique, man. As Pluto once was thought to be before the Kuiper belt was discovered. With the discovery of 2012 VIP VP113, it is now clear Sedna is not unique. What? And is likely the second known member of the hypothesized inner Oort cloud. What about Eris? Does Eris not count, man? The likely origin of some comet. 2012 VP113's closest orbit point to the sun brings it about 80 times the distance of Earth from the sun. A measurement referred to as the astronomical unit. For context, the rocky planets and asteroids exist at distances ranging between 0.39 and 4.2 AU. Gas giants are found between 5 to 30 AU, and the Kuiper Belt, composed of thousands of icy objects including Pluto, ranges from 30 to 50 astronomical units. In our solar system, there is a distinct edge at 50 astronomical units. Only Sedna was known to stay significantly beyond this outer boundary at 76 astronomical unit for its entire orbit. The search for these distant inner Oort cloud objects beyond Sedna and 2012 VP113 should continue, as they could tell us a lot about how our solar system formed and evolved. Shepard and Trujillo used the new dark energy camera on the Noao 4-meter telescope in Chile for the discovery. The DEC AM was the largest field of view of any 4-meter or larger telescope, giving it unprecedented ability to search large areas of the sky for faint objects. The 6.5-meter Magellan telescope at Carnegie's Las Campanas Observatory in Chile was used to determine the orbit of the 2012 VP113 and obtain detailed information about its surface properties. From the amount of sky searched, Shepard and Trujillo determined that about 900 objects with orbits like Sedna and 2012 VP113 with sizes larger than 620 miles may exist, and that the total population of the inner Oort cloud is likely bigger than that of the Kuiper Belt and the asteroid belt. Well, no duh. I mean, some of these inner Oort cloud objects could rival the size of Mars or even Earth. This is because many of the inner Oort cloud objects are so distant that even very large ones would be too faint to detect with current technology. Well, why don't we step up that technology, boys? All right, step it up. Let's turn our current technology into something super awesome and outer spacey from the future. Okay, thanks. Both Sedna and 2012 VP113 were found near their closest approach to the sun, but they both have orbits that go out to hundreds of AU, at which point they would be too faint to discover. In fact, the similarity in the orbits found for Sedna, 2012 VP113, and a few other objects near the edge of the Kuiper Belt suggests that an unknown massive perturbing body may be shepherding these objects into similar orbital configurations. Well, what do you know? How about that? Shepard and Trujillo suggest that super Earth, or even a larger object, at hundreds of AU could create the shepherding effect seen in the orbits of these objects, which are too distant to be perturbed significantly by any of the known planets. There are 3 competing theories for how the inner Oort cloud might have formed. As more objects are found, it will be easier to narrow down which of these theories is most likely accurate. One theory is that a rogue planet could have been tossed out of the giant planet region and could have perturbed objects out of the Kuiper Belt to the inner Oort cloud on its way out. This planet could have been ejected or still be in the distant solar system today. The second theory is that a close stellar encounter could put objects into the inner Oort cloud region. Passing by a star tugged, I think that is the base of that theory. A third theory suggests inner Oort cloud objects are captured extrasolar planet from other stars that were near our sun in its birth cluster. Those are some interesting theories. The outer Oort cloud is distinguished from the inner Oort cloud because its outer Oort cloud starting at around 50, whatever. Okay, this subject is way too big for me to cover in one video. So I'm very glad I got all the facts and all the sciencey stuff out of the way. So now I can get to the crazy pseudo astronomer conspiracy theories, chit chat, and craziness in the next episode. That's exciting, huh? And for staying to the end, I will reward you with the tidbit that asteroid VP113 has been nicknamed Biden, like Vice President Joe Biden, because it's so dim. Y'all have a great Saturday, have a great weekend, and I'll have part 2 out before the weekend's over, I imagine. God bless everyone. Peace out.